Someone informed me on Clubhouse earlier today that YouTube had stopped completely restricting live streaming on mobile to people above 1,000 subscribers. I did see that there is, like a cap and things like that, but that's okay with me for now. I just want to make sure that this works, and this is not going to be a long stream or anything like that. I'm just going to keep this running long enough to make sure that at least one of you guys sees it. We are hanging at 369 subscribers, at least as of last check. Can we get to 1,000? I would hope so, but it hasn't happened yet.
Learn more. Button. One watching now. 0 likes. Live 53 seconds. One watch. Welcome. Switch camera. Chat options. Filters. Button. Options. Options. Button. Filter. Chat options. Button. Chat viewing options. Heading. Top chat. Some messages such as potential spam. Inactive selected. Button. Live chat. All. Button. Hide all chat messages. Button. Cancel. Button. Dismiss. Dismiss. Learn more. Button. One watching. Like. 1 minute 7 seconds. Finish. Button. Finish. Button. Like. One watching now. 0 likes. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. Welcome to live chat. Remember. Switch camera. Front camera select. Chat options. Button. Filters. Button. Options. Options. Button. Save highlight. Button. Share. Button. Mute microphone. Button. Cancel. Button. Dismiss.
I can't seem to
One watching now. 0 likes.
chat.
Like. 1. Finish. Button. Like. 1 minute 25 seconds. Live. 2 watching now. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. 2 watching now. 0 likes.
Hello, you guys. I see that there are 2 of you. I think we might actually start using this for streams that don't absolutely require a computer. Because I have my phone out anyway most of the time to double check chat and things like that. So, I mean, why not? Don't you guys think it'd be a little bit easier to manage than, having to hook up the computer and worry about OBS, not wanting to record if the computer isn't necessary? So, like, if I'm doing something like mobile related, like playing an iPhone game or something like that, I might just use this so I know that it actually works, because you guys know how historically bad my headsets have been at picking up speech from my iPhone.
Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard. 2 watching now. 0 likes. Welcome. James team. Switch camera. Front. James team. You are live and sound good. Are you just using the YouTube app to stream? Your voice is picked up 10 when speech is talking.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just using the YouTube app. Someone told me about it on Clubhouse earlier, that the restrictions had been altered so that even though I don't have 1,000 subscribers, that I can still do this, but there are, some limits and things like that. But limits are something we can work around, I think. And this is going to free me up quite a bit. Like I said, if I want to do a Q&A or just talking to viewers and stuff like that, I can do that here instead of, having to hook up the computer and worry about all of that stuff. And Siri, be quiet. I did not ask your opinion.
Learn more. Button. Are you watching now? 0 likes. Welcome. James team. You are live. Media Lombard. Hi. Switch camera. Front camera selected.
Hey,
Button.
and guess what, you guys? I can even read chats here, and I don't have to bounce around and worry about all that kind of stuff. I can just keep an eye on them from the streaming screen. And if you don't like having voiceover in your stream, I will try to figure something out with that. I don't think you want me to hook up my AirPods, because then the microphone will default to those, and as great as AirPods sound when you're listening to stuff, the microphones kind of suck. Don't get me wrong, I love my AirPods, but the mic quality sucks. Of course, that could be because the mics are so far away from your mouth, but I don't know. I actually needed to come on here anyway because I have an announcement to make. As far as the book video that I posted the other day, Game Show's won by exactly 1 vote. You would never believe how many people want to read a book about a village full of people all named Bob. It was actually kind of surprising. I figured that Bob wouldn't even come close to winning because it was just so pointless and dumb, but people want to read it so bad. Somebody even told me that it sounds like a movie in the making. I would watch it. I mean...
James team. You are live and sound good. Are you just using media Switch camera. Front camera selected. James team. Learn more. Button. Are you watching now? Live 4 minutes 50 seconds. Are you watching now? 0 likes.
But yeah, like I said, if you guys think this is going to work, then we will definitely take advantage of it and we will use it. Because why not? But no, somebody told me this changed back in November, and I just never knew about it. Because I was talking about that, and I was talking about, like, being frustrated with not being able to use mobile, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have 1,000 subscribers, I can't use it. And they said, oh, yes, you can. And I'm like, what are you talking about? So that's how I found out, through a chance conversation on Clubhouse. I'd love to get some of my Clubhouse people on stream one day, but you know Clubhouse would go ballistic over that, so I don't really see it happening.
Miguel Lombard. Hi. Lumina has WhatsApp. Usability. Voice sound.
You think I sound better on mobile? I don't know. Like I said, I don't have a feed right now. I can't really listen in, so I don't have a... Then again, my microphone on my computer is turned down because of the last headset I had. Because if you guys remember, the first headset microphone combo I got would clip really bad, so I had to turn the mic down. And then I got a new one, and I don't know how the audio levels actually are, and I don't want to deal with clipping and stuff like that again, so I just hadn't turned it back up. Plus, you know, OBS kind of broke my audio settings, and I'm still playing with them a little bit, trying to get them figured out. Leave it to OBS to break stuff, huh? And unfortunately, you know, the alerts and things won't come through if you decide to use Streamlabs and stuff while I'm streaming on mobile, but you can still use it. So, yay.
Miguel Lombard. Hi. Lumina has WhatsApp. James Dean. You should probably do something about voice over coming through. First, let me call it very loud. And second, all because after it's done speaking, you are muted for a few seconds. Switch camera. Front camera selected. Button.
Okay, I'll try to figure something out with that. I'm not exactly sure what. Because I don't have wired earphones anymore that will hook up to this. But we will most definitely figure something out. I appreciate you letting me know. Like I said, this is just a test to see how well the audio works and all that kind of stuff. I know the camera feed isn't great because I don't have the light on. I can't reach the light in here because I'm short and the ceiling is a lot higher than my maximum reaching abilities. So I can't get to the cord that turns the light on. So yeah, the camera feed is going to be kind of bleh. But hey, we work with what we've got, right?
James Dean. You should probably do something about voice. Switch camera. Front camera. Welcome to the chat. Remember to guard your privacy and log back. Call watching now. 0 likes. Live 8 minutes 4 seconds. Finish. Button. Lumina has WhatsApp. James Dean. Switch camera. Front camera selected. Button.
So while we're here, ideas on what I can do about the voiceover issue. Like I said, I'm really not sure what to do about it, but I am more than willing to take your suggestions. Like I said, I don't think you want me using my AirPods because then the audio would suck. Like I said, AirPods are great for listening to things, but the microphones just don't cut it. If I had some wired headphones that would hook up to this, I would definitely use them. But my wired earpods broke like ages ago. And I don't have a Lightning to 3.5 adapter anywhere. I think I loaned that to someone and it never got returned. Which is why I don't loan cords.
James Dean. You should probably do something about voice over coming. James Dean.
You know, you got a point there. Like I said, I'd have to get a Lightning to 3.5 adapter or something. Or do this on my iPad that still has a 3.5 port. I didn't even think of that. I have an iPad just sitting over there doing nothing that still has a 3.5 mil headphone jack. I could just devote that to a creative machine. I don't know. But like I said, if we want to do like Q&A streams and stuff like that, or like just chatting with you guys, which I might actually do at some point because it's fun. We've not done one in months. I'm just glad to be back on the airwaves a little bit more. The reason I dropped out quite a bit after last November is just my internet provider that I had at the time started to suck even more than usual, if that's possible. And I couldn't get anything done because, as you guys would tell me, it would cut out and it would clip like really, really bad. As you might be aware, I was here in February with HomePods. And then I was here for Scramble, which ended up ending because of said internet problems. And then I dropped off the grid for a bazillion weeks. But that's a long story that you guys really don't want to know. But we are back, and now that we have this extra tool at our disposal, we are going to use it.
Jamesy, you can subject wear headphones. Jamesy, you can subject wear headphones. That would be a good easy solution. Jamesy, you can subject wear headphones. That would be a good easy solution. Jamesy, you can just get wear headphones. That would be a good easy solution. Jamesy, well, that would be a good idea. Then you have to get the red lighting adapters to break really easily, at least in my experience. Switch camera, front camera selected, button.
You know, you're right. I hadn't thought of that. See, I could even use, if I went the iPad route, I could even use the headset I've got. You know, my normal headset, and we would see how that could do. Because my iPad, it's an older model, and it doesn't have as good of a mic setup. But hey, I mean, it would work. And also, while I'm here, what kind of stuff would you guys like to see from me in the future? Because I really like your input, and I'm starting to run out of ideas, if I'm being fully honest. Because my podcast still has not yet paid me. I don't know why, but they seem to be holding my funds and telling me I can't cash out yet, and I don't get why. Because I checked my Stripe profile and stuff like that, and all my information is up to date, so I don't understand it. But Anchor is, for whatever reason, holding my funds, and I kind of need those. Because Stupid here always forgets to remind you guys that, like I've said 100 million times, this is not forced, but if you wanted to, I do have, Patreon, I've got Streamlabs. I even have Cash App, because I know some people have requested sending stuff directly to me, that way the providers don't take a chunk of their change, which I understand. Let's see, what else do I have? I'm trying to think. And I'd like to get some more tools to better enhance the streams that we have, and, make them more fun for you guys.
Jamesy, well, that would be a good idea. Then you have to get the red lighting adapters.
What does this filter thing do?
Options, filters, chat options, switch camera, front camera, sketch, hunt, silver screen, sepia, silver screen, selected, silver screen, hunt, sketch, switch camera, chat options, filters, options, button, options, filters, button, filters. Jamesy, you should probably do something about it. Jamesy, well, that would be a good idea. Then you have switch camera, front camera selected, button.
Oh, I can put camera filters on. That is so cool. I know it's not going to be much of a benefit to a lot of us, but hey, who knows? But no, right after I leave here, I'm actually going to record a video that I told you guys about the other day. Like a little what's on my iPhone type thing, because I personally love to watch those, because sometimes it helps me discover like new apps and things like that, so I figured I would make one. So, I mean, like, why not?
Jamesy, well, that would be a good idea. Then you have to get switch camera. Like 14 minutes, 43 seconds. Finish, button, finish, button.
And actually, I'm going to end this and get to recording that. So, I will see you folks in about 2 minutes.
Jamesy, you can just get Jamesy, well, stop streaming, heading, cancel, button, end, button.